In this module, we are going to study about differentiation of parametric function. Now, when we talk about parametric function, the first question comes in a mind: what is a parametric equation? So, in mathematics, parametric equation is a method of defining a curve using parameters. A simple example is when one uses a time parameter to determine the position, velocity, and other information about a body in motion. So, we define both x and y in terms of a third variable called a parameter. Let us assume that x is equal to f of t and y is equal to g of t. So, x is a function in terms of t and y is also a function in terms of t. So, both function x and y are having the parameter t. Now, you have to remember some points in parametric function. First point is parametric equations can be used to describe motion that is not a function. Second point is if f and g have derivatives at t, then the parameterized curve also has a derivative at t. After this, we have a very important key points. Without this, we cannot find the derivative of parametric function. So, the first point is if x and y are both differentiable function of t and if dx upon dt is not equals to 0, then dy upon dx equals to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. Now, this second key point is also very important. That is to find the second derivative of parameterized curve. So, here I have mentioned 3 steps. With the help of these 3 steps, we can find out the second derivative of parameterized curve. So, the first point is find the first derivative of function, that is dy upon dx. Second point is find the derivative of dy upon dx with respect to t. And the third point is divided by dx upon dt. So, let's see the formula of the second derivative of parameterized curve. So, we have the formula d square y upon dx square equals to derivative of dy upon dx with respect to t, that is d upon dt of dy upon dx divided by dx upon dt. Now, we are going to solve some question based on this parametric function. So, the first question is find dy by dx when x is equal to at square and y equals to 2at. Now let's see the solution of this. It is given that x is equal to a into t square. Now we are going to differentiate this with respect to t. So we'll get dx upon dt equals to d upon dt of a into t square. Since a is constant, so we will take a outside from the derivative. So we have to find the derivative of t square. So its derivative will be 2t, and therefore dx upon dt equals to 2at. Now the second given function is y equals to 2at. We are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So we'll get dy upon dt equals to d upon dt of 2at. In this, 2a is a constant, so we will take 2a outside from the derivative. So we have to find the derivative of t, which is 1. So we have dy upon dt equals to 2a. Since we know that dy upon dx equals to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt, we have calculated the value of dy upon dt as 2a and dx upon dt as 2at. So 2a and 2a will get cancelled from numerator and denominator. So we have 1 upon t. So therefore dy upon dx equals to 1 upon t. So let's go through this solution once again. Question number 2. If x is equal to cos of t and y equals to sin of t, then prove that dy upon dx equals to 1 upon root 3 at t equals to 2 pi upon 3. Let's see the solution of this. Since x is equal to cos of t, now we are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So we'll get dx upon dt equals to d upon dt of cos t. Since we know that the derivative of cos t is minus of sin t, so dx upon dt equals to minus of sin t, which is the equation number 1. Since y equals to sin of t, now we are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So we'll get dy upon dt equals to d upon dt of sin of t. Since we know that the derivative of sin t is cos t, therefore dy upon dt equals to cos of t, which is the equation number 2. We know that dy upon dx equals to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. From equation number 2, we have dy upon dt as cos of t, and from equation number 1, we have dx upon dt as minus of sin t. Therefore, dy upon dx equals to minus of cot of t. Since we have to find dy upon dx at t equals to 2 pi upon 3. So, let's put the value of t, which is 2 pi upon 3. So, we'll get dy upon dx at t equals to 2 pi upon 3 equals to minus of cot of 2 pi upon 3. Now, we are going to split up 2 pi upon 3 as pi minus pi upon 3. Therefore, dy upon dx at t equals to 2 pi upon 3 equals to minus of cot of pi minus pi upon 3, which is an allied angle. We know that cot of pi minus theta equals to minus of cot theta. Therefore, dy upon dx at t equals to 2 pi upon 3 equals to minus of cot pi by 3. So, minus and minus will become plus. We will get dy upon dx equals to cot of pi by 3. Now, we will put the value of cot pi by 3, which is 1 upon root 3. Therefore, dy upon dx equals to 1 upon root 3. Let's go through the solution once again. Question number 3. If x is equal to sine inverse of 2t upon 1 plus t square and y equals to tan inverse of 2t upon 1 plus t square, then prove that dy upon dx equals to 1. Let's see the solution of this. So, here the value of x is sine inverse of 2t upon 1 plus t square. So, this type of the question already we have done in inverse trigonometric function. So, in this we are going to substitute the value of t as tan theta. So, we will get x is equal to sine inverse of 2 into tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So, we have half angle formula in terms of tan, that is sin 2 theta equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. That is why we will get x is equal to sin inverse of sin 2 theta. According to the property, sin inverse and sin will dissolve. So, we will get x is equal to 2 theta. Since the value of t is tan theta, so theta will be tan inverse of t. So, let's put the value of theta. So, we will get x equals to 2 into tan inverse of t. Now we are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So we will get dx upon dt equals to 2 into derivative of tan inverse t, which is 1 upon 1 plus t square, which is the equation number 1. Now y equals to tan inverse of 2t upon 1 minus t square. Once again in this we are going to apply inverse trigonometric function. So we are going to put the value of t equals to tan theta. So we'll get y equals to tan inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So this bracket is a half angled formula of tan 2 theta. That is tan 2 theta equals to 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. So y equals to tan inverse of tan 2 theta. So tan inverse and tan will dissolve. So we will get y equals to 2 theta. Since t equals to tan theta, so theta will be tan inverse of t. So let's put the value of theta. So we will get y equals to 2 into tan inverse of t. Now we are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So dy upon dt equals to 2 into derivative of tan inverse t, which is 1 upon 1 plus t square, which is equation number 2. We know that according to parametric function of differentiation, dy upon dx equals to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. Now we are going to put the value of dy upon dt, which is 2 upon 1 plus t square, and dx upon dt, which is 2 upon 1 plus t square. So if we remove division by multiplication, so denominator get reverse. So we will get 2 upon 1 plus t square into 1 plus t square upon 2. So 2 will get cancelled and 1 plus t square and 1 plus t square will get cancelled. So dy upon dx equals to 1. So let's go through this solution once again. Question number 4. Differentiate log of 1 plus x square with respect to tan inverse of x. इस क्वेश्चन में हम लोग log 1 plus x square को कंसिडर करेंगे u और tan इनवर्स ऑफ x को कंसिडर करेंगे as v. तो हमारा क्वेश्चन हो जाएगा differentiate u with respect to v. That is, we have to find du upon dv. Let's see the solution of this. Let u equals to log of 1 plus x square. So in this 1 plus x square is acting as a box. So let's differentiate it with respect to x. We will get du upon dx equals to 1 upon box into the derivative of box, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square into derivative of 1 plus x square. In the next step, we have to find the derivative of 1 plus x square. So, the derivative of 1 is 0 and the derivative of x square will be 2x. So, we will get 1 upon 1 plus x square into 2x. Therefore, du upon dx equals to 2x upon 1 plus x square, which is equation number 1. Now, we will take second function, that is v equals to tan inverse of x. This function directly we can differentiate. So, we are going to differentiating it with respect to x. So, we will get dv upon dx equals to the derivative of tan inverse x, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square, which is equation number 2. Now, dividing equation 1 by 2, we get du upon dx upon dv upon dx. Let's put the value of du upon dx, that is 2x upon 1 plus x square, and also put the value of dv upon dx, that is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So, when we make into, so denominator will reverse, it will be 1 plus x square upon 1. So, 1 plus x square and 1 plus x square will get cancelled. So, du upon dv equals to 2x. Let's go through this solution once again. Question number 5. If x equals to a in the bracket cot t plus t into sin t and y equals to a into in the bracket sin t minus t into cot t, then find d square y upon dx square. So students, to get the solution of this, हम लोगों ने इसका डिस्कशन पहले ही किया हुआ है सेकेंड की पॉइंट में. वी हैव टू फॉलो 3 स्टेप्स. सो लेट्स सी वन बाय वन ईच स्टेप्स. सो स्टेप नंबर 1, इसमें हमको फाइंड आउट करना है dy अपॉन dx. सो सबसे पहले हम कंसिडर करेंगे फर्स्ट फंक्शन, दैट इज x इक्वल्स टू a इंटू कॉस टी प्लस t इंटू साइन टी. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिफ्रेंशिएट इट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू t. सो वी विल गेट dx अपॉन dt इक्वल्स टू, ए कॉन्स्टेंट है तो उसको हमने बाहर ले लिया. सो वी हैव टू अप्लाई डेरिवेटिव इन cos t plus t into sin t. So let's apply the derivative in both the term. So we'll get a into derivative of cos t, which is minus of sin t, plus derivative of t into sin t. सो इसके अंदर हम अप्लाई करेंगे u इंटू वी रूल. सो वी विल गेट t इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ साइन टी प्लस साइन टी इंटू डेरिवेटिव ऑफ t. सो वी विल गेट a इंटू in the bracket minus sin t plus t into derivative of sin t is cos t plus sin t into derivative of t is 1. Now we are going to cancel out sin t and minus sin t inside the bracket. So we will get dx upon dt equals to a into t into cos of t, which is equation number 1. Now we are going to consider second function, that is y equals to a into sin t minus t into cos of t. We are going to differentiate it with respect to t. So we will get dy upon dt equals to, इसके अंदर a is constant, so इसको हम बाहर रखेंगे, into derivative of sin t minus t into cos of t. In the next step, a will remain as it is. Now we are going to apply derivative in both terms. So derivative of sin t will be cos of t minus derivative of t into cos t, which is in the form of u into v. So इसके अंदर हम u into v rule लगाएंगे, लेकिन inside the bracket. So we will get cos t into derivative of t plus t into derivative of cos t. In this we have to find the derivative of two terms. First one is t, whose derivative is 1, and second one is cos of t, whose derivative is minus of sin t. So in the next step we will get a into, in the bracket, cos t minus inside the bracket cos t minus t into sin of t. So when we open the bracket, sign of both the term will change and we can cancel out cos t and cos t. So we have dy upon dt equals to a into t into sin of t, which is equation number 2. Now dy upon dx can be written as dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. So let's put the value of dy by dt and dx by dt, which is at into sin of t upon at into cos of t. So at and at get cancelled. We have sin t upon cos t, which is nothing but tan of t. So therefore dy upon dx equals to tan of t. Now step number 2 was find out the derivative of dy upon dx with respect to t, and third step was divided by dx upon dt. That is why we have the formula d square y upon dx square equals to d upon dt of dy upon dx divided by dx upon dt. Let's apply step number 2, that is dy by dx हमारा कितना है tan t, उसको डिफ्रेंशिएट करेंगे विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू t. तो tan t का डेरिवेटिव आ जाएगा सेक स्क्वायर t. अब स्टेप नंबर 3 में हमने देखा डिवाइडेड बाय dx बाई dt. सो dx बाई dt की वैल्यू है at इंटू कॉस ऑफ t. दैट इज वाई d square y upon dx square is nothing but sec square t upon at into cos of t. Since we know that 1 upon cos t is nothing but sec of t, that is why d square y upon dx square equals to sec cube t upon at. So let's go through the solution of this question once again. So students, I hope the concept of differentiation of parametric function is clear to all of you.